Hello and welcome to the review of the newest addition to the Cruisley Road home fleet, the Bachmann Class 25 in BR two-tone green. Now, this is really a really nice model, and you'll see why in a few minutes. So yeah, we'll get started with the review. It's just the older type of Bachmann packaging with the tray. As I got the second hand, there is a bit of tatty marks along it. So, you know, yeah, I'll excuse it for that since it is second hand. So, 32-411, class 25-2 diesel in BR green, and then there's the barcode. See, it's quite an old type of Bachmann packaging, which is interesting. Got a very nice picture of, it's actually the actual locomotive inside the box is that picture, and it's even got the same head code, the same number, same livery, same yellow ends. It's the same loco. Yeah, it's got Bachmann branch line detail, that counts. Blue ribbon range, which means it's sort of premium, but this was done before they introduced lights into their models. So what we'll do now, is there anything on the back? Authentically detailed model. Well, I don't care. So, right, we'll open the box, and well, there's the locomotive itself, but we'll take a look at this. Now, very nice, again, class 25-2, got a very nice black and white drawing, pencil drawing of it there. Now you can pause that if you would like to. They were built in 1961, and they were Type 2s, so the whole type system were based on their power. For example, the Class 60s are Type 5s, which means they're incredibly powerful. So yeah, just pause that if you want to look. They're allocated all regions, Eastern London Midland, Scottish and Western. They were allocated, or they were not allocated to southern regions, but they were seen, you know, working from other regions and on southern regions, if that makes any sense at all. They're a mixed traffic locomotive, equally at home on a passenger freight or a parcels train. Now this one is very nice. It's a D numbered one, so you know it's like D. This one's D5. I don't know, 5233. There we go. So yeah, it's a very nice little card insert there. So I'll move that to the side. Then we've got the manuals and things. So the first thing we've got is class 25 diesel locomotive. Then you just got, you should all know this by now, well I hope. And it's just got the breakdown of all the parts there, and if you need to order spares, then there's where you go. So you've got that, and then you've got the guarantee, and it's care for your locomotive. It's like lubrication, not running locomotive on carpet, removing product from its packaging, don't leave the locomotive in direct sunlight, and it's just, yeah, it's just recommend, like, I quote this, Bachmann strongly recommend that locomotives, particularly tender coupled versions and multiple units, I do plan to get a multiple unit, are not used on a curvature of less than second radius, and then it's just got the geometry. So yeah, the second radius is my inner loop, so that's good, it can run on the inner or the outer. Although this does run on first radius, it does just, so there we have the guarantee. And then you've got the standard, you know, Collectors Club. I'm already a member of this. The next issue should be dispatched on December the 3rd. I don't know when you'll be watching this video, when it'll be uploaded, but there will be the part 3 of the Bachmann Collectors Club series coming to your screen shortly. So yeah, here it is, the Bachmann Class 25. Now look at that. $65 this cost me. An absolute bargain, and I don't regret it for the world. It is honestly, it's beautiful, to be honest. It is really quite stunning. So yeah, just standard, you know, put your fingers through the back, and there you go. So there's the loco. So we'll drop the camera a bit, and we'll get it on, well, we'll look at it in detail. Right, so let's have a look at the stunner in detail. Now, of course, as you can see, the livery is BR two-tone green. It's got a late crest with yellow ends. Now, we'll start at this end because this end is quite good. Actually, it's fully detailed, all that detail right there. Got the hook and chain and the vacuum pipes. Then you've got some lamp hooks up there. And the safety signs, got some very nice windscreen wipers and a handrail. Then you've got the lovely head code of IN33. If anybody could tell me what this head code was used for, I would love to know, because I could actually recreate that train. So, yeah, we'll move on. So that's very nice detail. Of course, you've got, as you'd expect, you've got sprung buffers on all buffers. And we'll move on to the side of the loco. It's a very nice, I mean, most of it's moulded, yes, but it's very nicely moulded. You've got the lovely difference in shade of green, and a lovely grey of the roof. Now that fan does spin if you blow on it, but I won't, because it might stuff up the audio on that for a couple of seconds, so I won't risk that. But, you know, you've got a nice red fan in there. And very nice detail on the top. It could be improved a bit, but then again, this is an older model, and I do excuse Bachmann for that. So, yeah, we've got a lovely lake crest, and some. What was that triangular thing for? I'd really like to know, because I really have no idea what it was used for. And then, yeah, just safety signs and the grills. Now the grills are all etched, as you can hear. They're very nice, and they're very nice grills, and that one's etched too. So I'll move on to some bogie detail. Now that is some very nice bogie detail. Got the lovely painted axle boxes, and the ladder, and the sand pipes, I think. And now this could be improved, you know, it's not the best. You could have some moulded, I mean, separately added stuff on there, but, you know, I don't really mind. It's the underframe, you know, not many people look at the underframe when it's running, so, you know, I don't really mind. But, yeah, a couple of white spots and a few black boxes, dunno. You've got, are those steps? I think they're steps, I'm not sure. And then, yeah, it's just the other bogie. Now, the motor unit in this is a big unit in the centre here, and you've got twin flywheels going down to each bogie, providing power to all wheels, and that is very nice. It's a great hauler, this, actually. Yeah, so you've got, you know, standard NEM coupling on the end, and sprung buffers. Now this end isn't detailed because, of course, you know, it's got the coupling, and all the wagons or coaches will be coupled to that. And another thing which I've just remembered, which I forgot to point out, there's a crew in there. The previous owner, when he detailed this thing, he must have put a crew in there, because see a driver and fireman in there. And that is very nice. You know, I do applaud the previous owner for doing that. It's a really nice addition to have, and yeah, you know, the other side of the loco is virtually the same, and you know, it's a 25. You know, it's a really nice model. And, you know, if you don't know, they were nicknamed rats. Someone correct me if I'm wrong here, but I assume by the noise that their engine made in real life. I would like to get another one, because have a double header. Oh, sorry, I knocked the tripod with my watch. Oh well. I would like to make a double header. I think that would make a lovely train in front of a van, a fully fitted van train, or a big long line of coaches. Who knows? But, you know, I do strongly recommend it to anyone, but, you know, I'll go through more after we've seen it running. Now, speaking of which, we better see it running, hadn't we? I have to go sort out a train for it. That'll probably be a mixed goods. I will have to run it on the inner loop, because the outer loop is currently out of action. That will be explained in the update once I've fixed it. I mean, once I've fixed the outer loop. So, yeah. Well, what more to say? Well, let's get it running. Rightio then, so we have our Class 25 flying in. Now, they don't technically fly, count on that. So we're just putting it on the track. So we've got a nice mixed goods for it to pull. So we will give it a little bit of a wiggle, as some people say. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's very nice. And couple up. Oh, died on the points. There we go. Right, so we will get some running action of it. So I will send it away at the head of a goods. So yeah, let's get some fancy shots, and we'll see you back here for the conclusion. So there it is, guys, the Bachmann Class 25. What a model. That's all I have to say, really. What a model. Not really, it's not what I have to say. It is a really nice representation of a rat, and I think Bachmann have done a superb job with it. I would like a version with lights, because like the head code lights up and it has directional lighting. So, you know, I've got this, and that's what matters, and I absolutely adore it. So we'll move on to ratings. Excuse me. For packaging, I give it I rate it an 8 out of 10, because yes, it could be better, because well, it's the older Bachmann packaging, and I do like it. I quite like it. It's just I prefer the ice block packaging to the polystyrene. But what's next? Detail. Ooh, 9 out of 10. I think that the underframe detail could have been improved a bit, and maybe a little bit on the roof. But then again, you know, it's stunning model for detail. I actually forgot to point out in the review, you've got lovely separately fitted handrails, but you know, most of them were damaged when I got them, and I haven't found the time yet to straighten them out, so you can see in the picture that quite a few are bent. So, yeah, it's just a stunningly detailed model in terms of, oops, I knocked the tripod yet again. What is this, knock the tripod day? But it's a really nice model. Performance, ooh, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it is one of the smoothest runners I own. It is possibly even the smoothest, and it looks great in front of a mixed train like this, so it's just really nice. See the mixed train over there. You'll have seen the running shots. I did hope you enjoyed the running shots. I certainly enjoyed filming them. I almost hit the locomotive a few times, but, you know, oops. So, yeah, it is a really, really nice locomotive. I'll try not to drag this outro out too long, but I would recommend it to professional or sort of upmarket modelers. But, you know, it's just a really, really nice loco, and that's all I have to say. I think just one word is stunning, really. Stunning. It's, yeah, I can't really describe it. It's, as I said before, I'd recommend it to anybody modelling any region, well, maybe not the southern, but modelling any region, because it's allocated to any region. If you have a late 50s, early 60s layout, this is the perfect multi-use diesel for your layout, and it's, yeah. So I think I'll wrap this review up, guys. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Like me on Facebook as Cruisley Road Model Railway. And as always, guys, see you later.